how can I afford a video production? It's a good question. And basically, we at Traveling Easel have recognized there's loads of companies out there that are happy to produce videos for the larger scale companies. The gap in the market is that there are very few small video companies that will take on a project for less than, say, 2,000 Rand. And that's because that's not where the money is. The money is in the bigger companies. And it's a kind of oversight, really, on behalf of the video production companies, because everybody in the video game is focused on that dedicated upper echelon of business. And very few will take the time to look at a smaller type company for a smaller fee. What happens typically to those businesses is they either have a flamboyant leader who doesn't mind being in front of the camera and the microphone, or who is quite used to it, or they just don't do video. And really, if you're not doing video in this day and age, you're not going to stay in business for very long. Video has far overtaken the single image age, and certainly nobody wants to read blocks and blocks of writing. I mean, if I was to write everything I've just said now, it would be a couple of pages long, and who wants to go through that? Nobody. So what we've done is we've decided that we'll take on that area of the market. We'll take on the small business. We'll take on the business that is a one-man show or a two-man show, and we'll supply that video that they so desperately need to get their message out there properly. So how do we do it? Well, first of all, we don't have expensive equipment. This video that I'm shooting right now was shot in my garage, and this is the microphone I have. It was probably the most expensive thing that I've bought for the business. And the other thing, of course, is my cell phone, and it was shot on a cell phone. So our overheads are low. I have a video editing package, so I can do all sorts of editing tricks without having fancy equipment. So if you contrast what we do at Traveling Easel to what a normal traveling full-scale production company does, they have a sound engineer, they have an editor who's dedicated to editing, they have a script writer. We don't have a script writer. I'm the script writer, and basically I shoot from the hip, and normally I hit the mark. So it's a question of keeping your overheads low so that we can pass on that saving to the customer. And we might not do the biggest productions in the world, but we'll do far more than most production companies, because we're in fast and out. And that really is the secret to our business, is high turnover, unencumbered video production, where we come in, we do what needs to be done, we say what needs to be said, and it's done. So that was the first point. The second point: how can I be sure that it will work for me? Well, the simple answer is you can't be sure that it will work for you, but you can be sure that if you don't do anything, it's not going to work for you. So you're kind of between a rock and a hard place. You need to have a production done so that you can see the difference. And whether you're doing it for a special offer, or whether you're doing it for your about page, or whether you're doing it for Facebook marketing, either way, the only thing that you can be sure you can't do is nothing. So you have to try it. It may bring you business, it may not. However, what we have done at Traveling Easel is I've been on the elite AFT course from Neil Milan on digital marketing. So I probably know more than most about how to get the best out of a video or an advertising campaign, and indeed how to structure a proper advertising campaign. So that's great. I can bend the outcome in your favor with the knowledge that I've gained from there. The other question was, what if you don't have a large social media presence? Well, I don't think that's really a problem, because one of the quickest and easiest types of marketing to do is to get some likes, page likes. So if you haven't got, we will help you either set up a page for your business, or we'll help you with the beginning part, which will be getting likes for your business, and we can do that via video too. Another question, would I need to be in Durban? Well, the answer to that is no. We can do long distance videos. Obviously we can't have footage of me in your premises, but we can have footage of you in your premises, and that's pretty easy to do. So it's a little bit more complicated, but it can be done, and it's certainly going to be cheaper than going to a proper video production company. And the last question on my list was, can I survive without being part of the media generation? The media generation. So the last part is, can I survive without being part of the media generation? And the answer to that is probably not. So it's the one thing that the COVID era has taught us, is that people have had to learn how to do things online, and online is the future. And if you're not online and you're not digital marketing, you're not going to be in the future. This is Steve Mandy from Traveling Easel, and if you'd like to get in touch with me, there's a button just underneath, and you can click on that and we'll have a chat. I've been so happy to chat to you about ideas for your videos,